Hi, this is Rob from Whole Earth, and I'm here today to talk to you about an herb, an amazing superfood called Moringa oleifera. It's called the miracle tree, or the drumstick tree, or the horseradish tree in the U.S. What I'm holding up to the camera there is the vortex freeze-dried powder of Moringa by the Food Movement, and that is wild harvested in Asia and then flash freeze-dried in a vortex. And the vortex actually keeps you from having to grind the moringa leaf once it has been freeze-dried. And it's really important to preserve everything in this whole leaf of moringa because it has so many different unique compounds. It has 47 different antioxidants, a lot of unique phytochemicals, a great deal of minerals, vitamins, and in just a little bit we'll have Ricky show you in the health food store, compared to some common foods, just how incredibly nutrient dense it is. In fact, I don't think it's an overstatement to say it may be one of the most nutritious plants on the planet. And there's a reason the World Health Organization, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, these other groups have looked at using moringa to combat hunger and alleviate malnutrition around the world. The first world needs it too. The more developed countries like the United States, we're not starving for calories in a lot of cases, but we're still as malnourished. In a lot of cases, the standard American diet is not giving people optimal health. So when you look at a food, an herb like moringa, as something we can ingest, we can eat it, take it into our bodies, and get additional nutrition along with unique antioxidants, it really becomes a compelling case as a whole food supplement. There is no one magic bullet herb or superfood, but this is so incredibly nutrient dense, and I think you'll see when we look at it, it really is impressive. It's also a complete protein. It has 22 different amino acids. So if you look at planting this tree, this miracle tree in a community, there's so many different ways that it can sustain a community. That's why these groups are looking at it. What we're doing in order to bring it to the United States, we don't expect most people to become tree farmers, although it would be nice and certainly not out of the question. This vortex freeze-dried powder from the Food Movement is the fresh leaves that grow wild in Thailand that are harvested and taken to the vortex freeze-drying plant, and in that way they don't have to be ground up. So they take all the fresh leaves, and they have to be within about 6 hours of harvest, actually, for this process. If not, they start burning themselves up under their own weight. So the vortex freeze drying really preserves all of the fresh, dynamic range of compounds that are in the fresh, organic moringa leaf. But right now, we're going to have Ricky talk to you at the local health food store about how nutritious moringa is by comparing it to some common foods that you're already familiar with, and you can just see how much moringa has to offer.
Moringa has 7 times the vitamin C of an orange, and 4 times the vitamin A of carrots. Moringa has 4 times the calcium in milk and twice the protein in yogurt.